welcome back to Math&Me with me, Nikhila Sankar. So in this video, we are going to see sequences and series, exercise 9.4. But before that, we'll see some formulas for sum of series. Okay, va? So first we have summation of k equals 1 to n of k. So when your value of k is 1, you have 1. When your value of k is 2, you have 2. When your value of k is 3, you have 3. And so on until n. That's how you represent this summation. Sigma k equals 1 to n ulla enna term irko, and the particular term will take different values from 1 to n and they're all added together. That is the meaning of this summation symbol. Okay. So sum of n terms, what is sum n? Sn equals n times n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay. This formula is very, very important. You'll be using this for all the exercise and example questions. I'm not going to prove how, but you just note down the formula. You have the proof in your NCERT textbook. Do refer to that. Now, summation of k equals 1 to n of k square. First, k to the power 1 pathom. Now, k square. It is 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square until n square. So what is the sum of squares of natural numbers from 1 to n? It is nothing but Sn is equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. This is the formula for sum of the squares of the natural numbers. Similarly, what is the sum of cubes of natural numbers? This can also be written as 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube and so on until n cube. This is the formula. Sn equals, it is very similar to this. So you write the exact same thing, n times n plus 1 by 2, the whole square. Okay. So this is the formula. These are the three formulas which you should remember for your exam. Okay. Example 19. Find the sum of the series 5 plus 11 plus 19 plus 29 plus 41 and so on up to n terms. So first we need to check if this is an AP or a GP. Correct? So if AP and check pannuoma, let's see if it's an AP. AP na A2 minus A1 equals A3 minus A2. Let's see. 11 minus 5 equals 9 minus 11. What is 11 minus 5? 6 equals, 19 minus 11, just 8. 6 is not equal to 8. It is not an AP. So let's check if it's a GP. If GP na A2 by A1 equals A3 by A2. So what do I have? 11 by 5 equals 19 by 11. Idhukku simplify panna mudiyuma? Mudiyadhu. So the common ratios are not equal. So this is not a GP. So how do you solve such questions? So there's a trick to solve this. So I'm calling this Sn equals 5 plus 11 plus 19 plus 29 plus 41 plus and so on until the nth term. I don't know what my nth term is, so I'm just writing it as An. Now again, I'm going to write Sn equals, now I'm just going to shift the series to the right. So I'm going to start writing from here. 5 plus 11 plus 19 plus 29 plus 41. Let me write this a little away from the series. An plus so on plus An minus 1 plus An. The series is shifted to the right. And I'm writing it like this. Okay. Now I'm going to subtract the two series. So this becomes a minus. I have 0 here. 0 plus. So this is a minus, 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 minus. You have to change the sign everywhere. So it becomes a minus here also. So what do I have? Sn minus Sn is 0 equals 5 minus 0, 5. 11 minus 5 is plus 6. 19 minus 11 is plus 8. 29 minus 19 is plus 10. Plus 12 and so on. And I have An minus 1 minus An. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a bracket to these terms. Why am I doing that? you see that 6, 8, 10, 12 and so on is an AP. FD 8 minus 6 equals 10 minus 8, which is equal to 2. So you have the same common difference. So this particular series is an AP, excluding 5 and minus an. Correct? In the terms la mattum they form an AP because they are the difference of the two series which are equal. So how many terms do I have here? 5 lane the an, I have n terms. Here 0 lane the an, how many terms do I have? I have one extra term here. You see that? So I have n plus 1 terms. So how many terms do I have? I have n plus 1 terms. You see why? Here I have n terms. In the plus or extra term. So I have n plus 1 terms. So the final answer also has n plus 1 terms. So now how many terms do you have from here to here? This is n plus 1 terms. Appa either reject panna, I have n terms. Either you reject panna, I have n minus 1 term. So how many terms do I have here? N minus 1 terms. It is nothing but n plus 1 terms in total minus these two. So it is minus 2. N plus 1 minus 2 is n minus 1. Okay? Okay. Now let me solve this summation. So my A is 6. My common difference is 8 minus 6, which is 2. My number of terms is n minus 1. So what is my summation formula? Sn equals n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Is that a summation formula? Okay. Now let me substitute. What do I have? My n is n minus 1. So it is n minus 1 divided by 2 times 2 of, what is my a? 6 plus n. What is my n? N minus 1. N minus 1. In your minus 1, don't forget this minus 1. So it's minus 1 times dn 2. Okay. So when I simplify this, what will I get? I'm going to take this 2 outside. You see, I have a 2 here, I have a 2 here. Because I have a 2 outside, which is in the denominator, I can cancel these 2's. Okay. So I'm just going to take the 2 outside. So I have n minus 2 divided by 2 times 2. 2 I'm left with 6 plus n minus 2. So in the 2 I have n minus 1 times 6 minus 2 is 4. So I have 4 plus n. So this is this summation. Now I need to include this 5 and this minus an. Now what do I have? 0 equals 5 plus these 5 plus n minus 1 times 4 plus n minus an. Don't forget this also. Minus an. So if I an in the book, what will happen? An equals 5 plus, I'm going to open the brackets. So I have 4n plus n square minus 4 minus n. So I have an equals n square. 4n minus n is plus 3n. 5 minus 4 is plus 1. So this is my an. I need to find the summation of this. When n equals 1, 1 square plus 3 times 1 plus 1. A2 is 2 square plus 3 times 2 plus 1. And an is n square plus 3n plus 1. I have to add 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square and so on until n square. 3 plus 6 plus 9 and until 3n. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 until n terms. So how can I do this? I'm going to use the summation formula that we learned in the beginning of the video. So what do I have? I'm going to write an as ak. So ak equals k square plus 3n plus 1. So summation of k equals 1 to n of ak is summation of k equals 1 to n of k square plus 3k plus 1. Sorry, this is a k. Okay. Please copy this. I need to erase this part of the board. So what do I have? I can split the summation. So I'll be left with k, summation of k equals 1 to n of k square plus summation of k equals 1 to n of 3k plus summation of k equals 1 to n of 1. I can split the summation. Summation I split it into 3 different summations. Now let me solve each one of these. What do I have? Summation of k equals 1 to n of k square equals n formula n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 divided by 6. You should know all these by heart. Okay. Next, what do I have? Summation of k equals 1 to n 3k is nothing but 3a veliyil edukalama because it is independent of k. So I'm going to take the 3 outside. I have k inside now equals n into n plus 1 divided by 2, and don't forget this 3. So it is 3 times n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Now I am left with this summation. What do I have? Summation of k equals 1 to n of 1 is nothing but, what is this? This is basically 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 until n terms. Correct? This is the meaning of this summation. K equals 1 it will be 1. K equals 2. K equals 3. K equals 4. K equals n. So what do I have? N times 1. So this is nothing but 1 times n. In the 1 times n, which is equal to n. Okay. Now when I add all these, what do I have? My total summation Sn final. Let me call it SNF. Sn final, because I already have Sn here. So I have Sn final equals n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 divided by 6 plus 3 by 2 n of n plus 1 plus n. Now I'm going to take the LCM of these numbers. So I'm going to multiply this inside. So I have n square plus n times 2n plus 1 plus, in that I need to multiply by 3 to get my denominator to be 6. So it is 9 times n square plus n. So when I take the LCM, what do I have? This becomes 6n divided by 6. 2n cube plus n square plus 2n square plus n plus 9n square plus 9n plus 6n divided by 6. What do I have? 2n cube, n square la add panna 9 plus 2 plus 1, which is 12n square. Then I have n, 9 plus 6 plus 1, which is 16. 16n divided by 6. So I can take the 2 outside. What do I have? 2n veliyil edukalam. I can take 2n outside. So I have n square plus 6n plus 8 divided by 6. So I can cancel 2 and 6. So what am I left with? I have a quadratic equation here. So what are the roots? The product has to be 8 and the sum has to be 6. So it's 4 times 2. Okay, so what does it become? N times n square plus 4n plus 2n plus 8 divided by 3, which is nothing but n into n square, n into, when I take n outside, I have n plus 4, n plus 4 we know, so I have plus 2 divided by 3, which is n into n plus 4 into n plus 2 divided by 3. So this is my final answer. Okay. Example 20. Find the sum to n terms of the series whose nth term is n into n plus 3. So this is very similar to how we solved example 19, except we don't have a very complicated series. So I can write this as an equals n square plus 3n. So again I am going to change the variable. I have ak equals k square plus 3k. Now you need to do the summation. So what do I have? Summation of k equals 1 to n of ak is summation of k equals 1 to n of k square plus 3k. Now I'm going to split the summation. So I have n equals k. I have summation of k equals 1 to n of k square plus summation k equals 1 to n of 3k. So what does this become? It is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6 plus, I'm going to take this 3 outside. So I have 3 into summation of k until n terms. It is n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Now you need to take the LCM. So what do you have? I'm going to multiply this inside. N square plus n times 2n plus 1 plus into 3 panano because I need the LCM to be 6. So I have 9 times n square plus n divided by 6. Okay, I can take n square plus n outside. That is common in both the terms. So what do I have? Equals n square plus n of 2n plus 1 plus 9 divided by 6, which is, I'll take the n outside. I have n into n plus 1 times 2n plus 10 divided by 6. Taking 2 outside, I'm left with n into n plus 1 times 2 I have n plus 5 divided by 6. So this gets cancelled. I have n into n plus 1 times n plus 5 divided by 3. This is my final answer.